Let me see. No, I didn't fix that completely. Hey everybody, I'm Mark. I'm back. It's been a long time. That's not what I want. Well, we are back with Scarlet Hollow, and we're just streaming in general. It's been a while. It has, I will admit that. Let's fix this. Also, is it too loud? Feels a little too loud. There we go. That's background music levels. It's good to be back. Streaming from a new home, as some of you know. Okay. We gotta fix this. No more this way. Pull us that way. Maybe it was. Okay, good. That'll do for now. I'll fix that more later. Anyway, it's been years since I played Scarlet Hollow, but the 5th episode came out. And since it's been years, I have no idea what's going on, so we're gonna start again from the beginning. New beginnings for us all. Gerald. I just do Mark. I'm just gonna do Mark because I'm just gonna call it Scarlet Hollow. I don't remember this even mattering. I am a he, him. I really don't remember this game. Tough as nails, the pinnacle of fitness, an imposing presence that commands the room. I mean, right, I do have a lot of those things, if not most. West Bumble. Remember the delay. I don't like that one. Oh, I get to choose two. Mystical's cool. Hi, Koi. How you doing? I'm back. It is a stream. I hope to do more videos too. Just because of timing. I'm gonna go powerful build and book smart. I think that fits for me. I do research well. I can be well read and rational. Stain, what were you playing earlier? I've literally been finishing my setup. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again, and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. Oh, nice. Well, I hope you had a good time, even though he pisses you off. I know there's some bosses like that where they piss you off, but you still have a good time fighting them. The long-lost cousin. The bad news. The 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in CD depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother, and your aunt seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyway, as I was saying... Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first, you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I need to fix my hair. Oh, this is something I have. Do I not have it? There it is. Good. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. He feels like he gives that vibe. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Wait, what? Why are you talking to me? That's something I wish I could say. That's the kind of thing I would sit there and think, but I don't know if I'd actually say it, but I'm gonna say it now. Yeah, no one pushes joggers for fun. Why wouldn't I talk to you? We're on a bus. Buses are one of the best places to meet new people, hands down, and you're the only person left to meet. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. You're a douche. She actually hit my friend and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. She kept swinging and soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Now, about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real, and geez, you ever get so mad you just, like, want to kill somebody? No. I don't think you should say that to a stranger. Yeah. I kind of feel like killing someone right now. I think This is the vibe I get. You flash him a knowing glare. See, you get it, and he doesn't. He's the type of person that could talk to a stop sign, even though it says stop. He'll just keep going. You never know what a broken heart is going to do until you're staring at it face to face. It can change a person, you know, makes them think things they never thought they could. I honestly could have killed that woman. That is a terrible thing to say. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. Where have you been this entire time? I don't know. I'm like into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. I don't know if I'm like, oh, that's it. Oh, we can intimidate him. All right, our build. We're gonna go book smart. Although I do want to tell him to get his act together. But I don't think he'd listen anyway. Fuck, we'll intimidate him. One of these days, you're going to run into someone who doesn't tolerate your bullshit. Get your act together. Cross your arms and glare at the young man with a menace in your eyes. All right, maybe you got a point. I guess New York will always be there waiting for me. Yeah, get your shit together. Put it all in a bag. So you have your shit together when you need it. So you have your shit just together. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed? I'm not telling you. I don't want you to find me ever again. If you aren't getting off at my stop, then you must be headed to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way. Though, actually, a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the Holler, you see, and there's always a big job listing or two on the boards around there. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I need water. I haven't heard from them in a while. Now that I think about it, I should see if they're on Facebook. See how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. Dude, I don't think you fully mean that. He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk. You definitely have main character syndrome. Here, I have something for you. Stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. Why are the peanuts dripping? They're boiled peanuts. I got them at the gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. Protein's protein. No. Screw you and your peanuts. Ah, we can become allergic to peanuts, but I think that might kill us at some point. I'm just gonna take them. I don't know when I'm gonna need these peanuts, especially wet, drippy peanuts, but who knows? Thanks. You're welcome. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. And just like that, the stranger is gone. So, oops. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line. Almost there. So it arrives Mondays at 11 a.m. and departs at 11:01 a.m. Bus finally comes to a stop. It hits a brake, squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. That would mean we'd have to get off this bus within a minute, or it's just gonna jet off. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. Never. Yeah, it does. It's just the game kind of does give it Never-Ending Nightmares vibes. I did like that game a lot. I think this was around the same time because this game released in 2021. It took 4 years to get episode 5 out. Well, no, not just 4 years for that, but it released very quickly for a while, I think. I don't remember. This is the problem with playing a game that's over 4 years old. The driver quickly shuts the door behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Hey, Mark? You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha. She looks annoyed to be here. That's also how you know this is pretty old, because it's just referring to Facebook. And I haven't had Facebook in a long time. And it hasn't been relevant. At least for me. I don't know if you guys use Facebook. Oh yeah, Shadow played this. I remember playing, I don't remember when I played this. It was during COVID, was it? It was at the end of COVID. It has to be the end of COVID. You instantly recognize, okay. I don't think she's going to want a firm handshake. Let's see if she wants some boiled peanuts. Got out the dripping bag, offering it to your cousin. Put those away. Why would I want your wet peanuts? Now come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. I don't know how. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. Doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Cool. We can explore some stuff without affecting the story. How are you holding up? Fine. It isn't healthy to keep things bottled up. It isn't healthy to keep... No, that's me. I'm not bottling anything. I'm just more emotionally mature than you. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? Your cousin turns to you with an icy glare. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension if she were someone else, but she isn't. She turns back to the road, her expression cold and unforgiving. Can't believe we never actually met before this. You have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess. Look, I don't know. Let's see. Is there bad blood between us? You don't know me, and I don't know what my mom's problem was with this side of the family. Your cousin stares straight ahead, her expression icy. So, the funeral. It's on Sunday, right? Yeah, like I told you. Since I'm here, do you need any help planning? I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine. Just needed the coffin and someone to dig a hole. Cool. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. You told your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. Faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. As you stare at it, perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. Floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen and hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. She'll know that's a lie. I'm just gonna remain silent. Sometimes silence is gold. So shall we take our tour? Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor. And you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. We can explore, and sometimes it doesn't let us explore other places. What if I want ice cream? What? Is there somewhere in town to buy food? I might want to eat something other than PB and J's this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online, though, so I wouldn't be going with you. Very frugal. Actually, it is. I've done that before. I used to do that. Sweet. Thanks. Cool. Good talk. PB&J, how'd you know it was one of my favorites? That smile can't be real. Oh, I didn't even know that was an achievement. I didn't, but good for you. All right, what's next? What's next on our tour? Bathroom. Follow me. Great. It's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Is that your cat? What's its name? Frou Frou. Do not try to pet her. If she wants to be a pet, she'll let you know. I'm gonna leave it be. If we try to pet it anyway, it's probably gonna scratch us. And just like people, don't touch cats that don't want to be touched. Actually, dogs, anything. Don't touch anything that doesn't want to be touched. Most things don't want to be touched. And if they do, you'll know. Shall we move on? The bathroom awaits. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. Why do you keep the toilet paper rolls in a corner? Why don't you throw out your trash? Do you dye your hair blonde? It's a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Are you sure the toilet works? Yes. Why wouldn't it? The water bills get paid. Therefore, the toilet works. Now, do your business so we can move on. But it's so crusty. It's fine. Don't be so dramatic. How are you making it crusty, Tabitha? Are you missing things? Or is it just residual? All right. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Guests. That's why you don't clean it. The fly does sound like a fart. That's gonna make me laugh more often as you sit here. That was cockroaches. I don't want to go anymore. You aren't desperate enough for this. You know, on second thought, I don't think I need to go. You might as well try since we're here. Are you just gonna watch me? No, we're good. We're good. You leave the bathroom to rejoin your cousin and finish the tour. You still have to go, but it can wait until later. Maybe you'll sneak out to the garden. I guess we'd rather do it in the garden than catch a disease. Your health is very important. Don't use terrible bathrooms. Next stop, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour, follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot, it has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. Yeah, pop filter. New arm. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you'd better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. Do you need help around the house? There's a lot of boxes and stuff lying around. I could help you move things around and fix the place up. Look, I appreciate the offer, but Janie already comes in once a week. It's fine. What a dump. I hate it. Seems... Who used to sleep here? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. Guess I'll get settled. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Interesting. Yeah, she told us not to go places, but I'm going to say it anyway. Wouldn't have to be a library in this estate, would there? I'm not sure what else I should do with my time. I want to get to reading. There is, but as I said earlier, most of this building is off limits. And the library is in the west wing, which is extra off limits. You're better off heading into town. I'm pretty sure there's a library there. The west wing's actually falling off the freaking cliff. Did I do something wrong? You asked me to come to this funeral, but since the moment I got here, you've been acting like I spat in your coffee. What's going on? Was it something I said? Yeah, who pissed in your Cheerios? Okay, I'm sorry, I've been testy since you've gotten here. You haven't done anything wrong, I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. Please just stay out of my hair until later, okay? I have work to do. I get it. You're a busy woman. You don't want me to be hanging around. I'll I'll let you be. You're all set then. I'll see you tonight. She moves fast when she wants to. And now it's just you. You in this sprawling, decrepit estate. Let's have a PB&J. Haven't eaten anything all day? The only things louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You know, it'd be great if we had ice cream and milk. We could just shake off the day. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task given the state of the place. But the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. I'm pretty sure pantry or cabinets. That's a lot of bread and peanut butter. Tabitha sure loves her crap mac and cheese. Yes, crap. Kraft is fine. Kraft mac and cheese is actually fine, I think. It's been a long time since I've had Kraft mac and cheese. Although I guess right now, most of the times I'll be having mac salad. Take the bread. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. All you need now is a plate, a knife, and the PB&J itself. Take the peanut butter. Gif. It's not Jif. Like the peanut butter that it mocks. The king of nut butters, and only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. All you need now is some jelly, a plate, and a knife. I'm not going to explore the mac and cheese. She said not to touch it. You close the pantry door as best as you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. Let's check the fridge for some jelly. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading "Janie, stay out," in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, "Okie dokie." You open the fridge and you already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Handle could be sticky. You don't know. Why did we open the freezer? Why are we compelled to check the mayonnaise? Why am I compelled to check the mayonnaise? I am now checking the mayonnaise. You know you probably shouldn't, but a part of you has to know how old that mayonnaise is. You pick up the jar. Its label flaking in your hand. It's expired 10 years ago. This jar of mayonnaise is old enough to graduate the 5th grade. Mayonnaise. Sorry. Mayonnaise. Best to put it back and forget you ever saw it. I'm taking the jelly. Mayonnaise. All right. I wonder where I learned to say it like that. Mayonnaise. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. And you understand. Yeah, probably. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. The only things you need now are a plate and a knife. Go-so cabinets. I am not looking. Well, let's look at the old takeout. That is mold. That's just mold. It's purely mold. Oh, we're not proteining anything. Just because we're a power build doesn't mean we're completed yet. Even though I apparently pronounce mayonnaise like a Neanderthal does. For the moment. I'm going to fix that. Okay, so we're going to grab a plate and a butter knife. This is the last ingredient you need to make a PB&J. Time to get to work. Grab a bowl. No reason. Just start taking everything. Close the cabinet and look back to the rest of the kitchen. Let's make that PB&J. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations. Protein awaits. Examine the shot glass. A job well done. I mean, I thought about it. Not really. All that hassle, it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. What? Let's approach frou-frou. I keep seeing that. You know, it's been a lot. Well, I don't know if whiskey goes with PB&Js. I've never had that pairing. I don't even know if a milk stout would go with a PB&J. The best thing that goes with a PB&J is a glass of milk. Okay, the cat does not want me around. Let's back off. Make no sudden movements. Let's check out the garden. See how wild this place is. If Resident Evil has taught me anything, you always have to go to the garden at some point, so might as well get it over with. Watch the skies for bugs and crows and look out for dogs. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deep? Deeper, deeper, much deeper. Let's explore the garden some more. You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. It's actually a pretty nice garden, all things considered. Not well kept, but I mean, sometimes you like the nature. I mean, isn't that what a garden's for? Exploring nature in a controlled environment. I'm done here. Congratulations, you've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? I kind of do want to explore the forbidden wing of the estate. So we're going to do that. All right, take care, Zane. Thank you for coming by and for rating. Have a good night. With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the forbidden wing of the estate. No one, but I think locks and chains and other hazards might. With your cousin gone. Okay, we're going to drop off our bag and go to town. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension, though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. I think the slate has been pretty clean, to be honest. He would have hated us anyway. It's real pretty out here. Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked, and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane, and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Is that a pug? I forgot there was a dog. Gretchen, come back. Quit bothering strangers. Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. A pug. She's so cute. I love pugs. She's so cute. Thanks. She is cute. Sure, most of her teeth have fallen out and she's got a couple of weird growths, but for a 17-year-old pug, that's pretty good. No, that's not too old for a pug. Pugs should live longer. It's amazing. It sure is. I'm hoping she beats the current record. hoping she beats the current record holder and makes it to 19. Or better yet, 20. The more time we get together, the better. Isn't that right, Gretch? What am I doing? I got so caught up in the excitement of meeting someone new that I entirely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Stella. Stella here appeared, and I saw that first before she's told us, so I was like, she didn't even introduce herself yet. No, she was. She was in the middle of it. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then, there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Do you want some peanuts? I'm going to keep offering these to people until someone takes them. Oh, that's really kind of you to offer, but I couldn't take your food. You should hang on to those in case you get peckish. She either thinks we're poor or that we need lots and lots of protein. Anyways, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you're Tabby's cousin, right? It's the only person I could think of that would come to town for the funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her, all alone up in that big house. I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something else, so... Okay. Cute. She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. Is she always so, rough around the edges? Yep, that's Tabby for you. I wouldn't take it too personally. I'm not sure what it says about her state of mind that she's still her same old grumpy self. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even though she'd probably never admit it. How long have you known her? Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everybody's known somebody else as far as back as they can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated, and what was that? Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. A treat. No, let's go. Let's go for biscuits. I like biscuits. I'm not gonna lie, I actually do like biscuits. I used to like KFC biscuits when I was a kid, and then I experienced good biscuits. Actually, they're not too bad. I experienced a lot better biscuits in my life. McDonald's actually has a not bad biscuit. I tend to get the biscuit sausage sandwich if I'm not getting a McGriddle or pancakes, which apparently are very terrible for you. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air, in contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate. The diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. Din's fire? All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Who the fuck are you? All of which grinds to us. Okay. That's something I've read. What are you looking at? This is actually something I probably would say. Hey everyone, I'm Mark. Just down for the funeral. Before anyone can respond, you and Stella casually slide into a booth, pretending the whole town didn't just gawk at you like a sideshow attraction. Looks like your entrance was a little more dramatic than you were expecting, huh? Is he whispering about us? He's either whispering out about us or hiding the fact that he's picking his nose. Folks around here don't meet many strangers as is, and with who you're related to, well, let's just say you'll be the talk of the town for a while. Hey, Stella. I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They quietly place a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. That's kind of cool. Let's try that. My keyboard's asleep because I haven't used it in a while. That's cute. Anything for you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. Offer him the peanuts. You hold out the still dripping bag of boiled. How is it dripping so much? You would think that the peanuts themselves would at some point lose all moisture and there's no more water to drip off them. Gretchen sniffs at the spatters of the brine on the table and licks her lips expectantly. No, thanks. I shouldn't take gifts while I'm on my shift. Anything I can get you, though? Actually, yeah, isn't bacon bad? Yeah, bacon is. But dogs love bacon. Can't say no to a face like that. Granted, Gretchen is really old, so maybe Gretchen's fine with just enjoying the bacon that was most likely really bad for her. Mostly because of the fat, and I think because of salt levels. Gretchen's like one of those 110-year-old ladies who's had a daily glass of wine her whole life. Funny thing though, apparently Dr. Pepper kept this one lady just alive for like 120 years. And like doctors told her she needs to stop drinking it. And then they died before she did. So she definitely did not listen to them. All she does is drink Dr. Pepper and clean her house. And that's everything I know about that old lady. Why stop now? Maybe it's been a secret to her longevity. Anyways, don't worry. I always keep an eye on her diet. I gotta go in a sec. Want anything while I'm still here? I did have PB&Js. Coffee and a biscuit. I heard they were really good. Best in the county. Are they also the only ones in the county? Whenever someone says they're the best in anywhere, I try to think if that's the only ones there. Because they're one hand, they're right. But it could still be the worst ones I've ever had. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. You know, if you ever want to get rid of those peanuts, there's a trash can right by the door. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? It gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. What should I bring to the potluck? Let's do the I want to do something at the library. Just because it's for kids doesn't mean it isn't fun. Oscar's all about keeping things on theme, so this month it's a bunch of ghost stories. I think he's calling it Spooky Bookies. You know, like how a ghost would say it? I don't know if a ghost would say that. Oh my god, that's perfect. Okay. Oh, neat. I'd be happy to take you, but it's totally cool if you're not if that's not your sort of thing. Anyways, it's really just an afternoon. Any idea what you want to do for the rest of the week? I'd love to hit some good hiking trails after being cooped up on the bus for so long. Dig's legs gotta move. Actually, I do not. Actually, walking's fine. The hiking trails. Let's find out how the general selection is at the library. It's great. I spent a lot of time there. In fact, I was working in the library most of the morning. I ran into you just as I was leaving. Oscar does a great job stocking the place. Once he gets to know you, he'll compile these big lists of books he thinks you'd like. And he's always right. He might as well label that the sections up by talent person. For me, it's a bunch of books on cryptids and weird supernatural stuff. He manages to track down some really rare sources. Before Stella could finish, Avery returned biscuits in tow. That's a nice biscuit. Here's your biscuit. Winnie says it's on the house. Sends her condolences. Well, didn't Stella get off easy? She was gonna buy me a freaking biscuit and it's on the house. It looks great. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. I've had better. This is the best biscuit I've ever had. But that's not saying much. Oh wait, that was a lie. I am into biscuits. Well, actually not that into biscuits. I'm more into ice cream. I don't think I actually like biscuits. Like, I know this is a really good biscuit and I'd eat it again. But if this is the best the best the world of biscuits has to offer, consider me unimpressed. I'd still be impressed. Oh, sorry to hear that. Biscuits and gravy is good. Sausage gravy. It's very different than the brown gravy that you have at Thanksgiving. Sausage gravy on biscuits is actually pretty good, even though it's still mostly carbs. Each his own, I guess. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. If that's not famous, then I don't know what is. Has he never seen a movie? Have they never seen a movie? Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Hey, what? What kind of videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. You should really check out her channel, Mark. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be that river one, you know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known for a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. The size and shape of the creature's body tells you it's likely a predator. And it's definitely not a wolf. You seem to recall the mountain lions used to live up here. Who's to say if there aren't a few left? Some folks say it was a beaver, but if that's the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was. And I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Maybe it's a mountain lion. Whatever it is, I bet I could take it. I don't believe in cryptids. That's a cryptid. They look cool. It's crazy. I don't believe it'd be a capybara if it didn't have an apple on its head. Or some kind of fruit. Unless there's some North American colony of capybaras in Appalachia, that would still count as a cryptid, wouldn't it? Actually, that kind of would. Yeah, until someone catches a capybara up here. That would still count as a cryptid by most standards. The comment section went nuts for this footage, and from there it spread to Twitter. Pretty fast. There were polls for days. I even had actual experts weighing in. It was all a really cool experience. And it meant the video did some pretty great numbers. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There's always people keeping those things as exotic pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. A brief quiet settles in across the table. Gosh, all this talk about work reminds me of how behind I am. Thanks for the biscuits, Avery, but I think it's time for me to blow this popsicle stand. Stella slides a 10 towards Avery and squeezes out of the booth, Gretchen in tow. And see you around, Mark. Tell Tabby I'm around if she ever needs me. I should probably get back to it myself. Hope you have a nice day, Mark. But now I'm alone in a booth. Stella already paid, but that doesn't mean you can't leave a tip. Should you, though? Yeah, leave a tip. I don't know how much money we have. We've never talked about ourselves enough to know how much money we have. Till now, we have $1.25. If that's our whole life savings, then I am broke. Hanging out with Stella managed to pass some time, but there's still plenty of daylight left. Maybe it's worth spending more time exploring the town. Let's go to the general store. Let's see what's up there. He wandered into the quaint little general store. The country ambiance clashes terribly with a goth woman behind the counter who has been eyeing you with something between curiosity and dawning horror. Oh my god. She was clearly trying to say it quietly, but of course you heard her. You're the only two people here. Fairly well, fair maiden. She's dark-skinned. Is that an insult? Are we trying to... Let's just talk to the clerk. Hi, are you looking for something in particular? Do you want boiled peanuts? No, that's even better. You wordlessly hold out the soggy peanuts. You just walk into a general store, they ask you what you want, you just shove peanuts right in their face. Those boiled peanuts? No outside food or beverages, please, especially if they're nasty. Does this count as both? Because there's a lot of liquid, apparently. You must be Mark, right? I heard there's some weird dude walking around shoving peanuts in people's faces, trying to make them take it. Nobody thought you were actually going to show up. It's like Bigfoot just walked in. I'm Kanika. Yeah, you got me. I'm Tabitha's cousin. Well, I'll try not to hold your family against you. Actually, that's fine. That's a good one right there. There are a lot of options for this. You mentioned not holding my family against me. Do you have a problem with Tabitha? That depends. Are you guys friends? I don't know her. I just met her. Well, if she's been a little mean, try not to take it personally. That's just Tabitha. Good luck with her this week. I mean it. The stuff that she and Pearl-Ann used to say about you, well, it doesn't bear repeating. Who is Pearl-Ann? Why is she talking shit? Why does everyone have to know who I am? It feels like everyone's already formed opinions about me. I know exactly what you mean. Everyone here knows me. Everyone here has known me since I was a baby, so it's like I'm a perpetual teenager to them. You're lucky your mom got out before you ever had to deal with that. I better get out too, before I become one of those old fogies sitting on her porch telling grown adults about something they did when they were 10. My aunt used to talk about me. What did she say? If you really want to know, that you and your mom were stuck-up city people who thought they were better than the town. That your mom was for having you out of wedlock. That it's good your mom left because she's going to drink away the family fortune. She would just say anything. I never believed a word of it because I heard that she always said, I heard what she always said about my family too. I knew nothing that came out of her mouth was worth anyone's time. I think most people in town knew that. However, Tabitha's not most people. I'm sure she believed it all. I don't envy you, having to spend the whole week with someone who thinks so poorly of you. And she's just generally difficult to be around anyways. She doesn't seem normal. Doesn't sound like you're very fond of this place. No, I'm not. I've been here long enough for a lifetime. I mean, technically, yeah, you've been here for a whole entire lifetime. But getting out is always easier said than done. Isn't that true? I should probably buy something while I'm here. Oh, sure. Let's get ice cream. You quickly head to the fridge, grabbing the nearest frostbitten pint of ice cream before making your way to the register. We're unfortunately out of Hillbrook's Creamery, in case brand loyalty runs in the family. I have no idea what you're talking about. I was not hoping to butter up with anything. Quiet, aren't you? Most of the time, yeah. Oh, before I forget, how much do I owe you? $5. You hand Kanika a 5. As is custom, the ice cream is now yours. Thanks for the ice cream. See you around. You don't have to thank me. It's my job. Good luck out there. It's still just good manners to say thank you. I mean, she didn't really do much, but give us weird warnings about our family. It looks like the sun's finally starting to set. Maybe you'll see if a sleepy southern town like Scarlet Hollow has a vibrant nightlife. Another day. But for now, you feel ready to head back to the estate. I'm going to head back to the estate. You reach into the dirt road, beginning the trek back up towards the estate. As the sun sinks deeper into the horizon, the sky is flooded with orange and pink hues, the shadows around the darkening and stretching out over the path. The mountains seem to make night come quickly here, their rounded hills blotting out the dying sun prematurely, casting the valley of Scarlet Hollow in an eerie autumn twilight. You had a long day between traveling and meeting all these strangers. The dusty bed that waits for you back at the estate is starting to sound very appealing. There's a sound on the path behind you. You turn back to the road but find nothing. You still seem to be alone. I think that's actually a fine thing. We're gonna find a big stick just in case. Your eyes scan the side of the mountain road, settling on a large stick. This will definitely protect you. And then you hear another sound, a shuffle of leaves. You look up to see a creature in the middle of the road, paused in mid-step, one paw still held in midair. It's starting at you, with a wild and unkempt look in its eyes. It's a mountain lion. There's something horribly wrong with it. There's no doubt about it. This must have been the creature on Stella's recording. Maybe not this exact specimen, but if it looks like a mountain lion and sounds like a mountain lion, it takes yet another step towards you, drool leaking from its slacked mouth. A mountain lion can run up to 43 miles per hour, nearly twice as fast as the fastest known human athlete. Hey, this is cool. We combo. Make yourself big and loud. You puff yourself up, stretching out your arms, bellowing at it with all you have. It doesn't care. Its desperation drives it forward with surprising speed, ears back and claws glinting as it charges you. You swing the stick at the creature as it barrels towards you, your blow connecting with a heavy and satisfying crack. It's stunned for the briefest of moments, and then it lunges again, pawing at your ankles, its momentum dragging you towards the tree line and from there sliding downhill. It's disorienting, but you manage to move the creature's body under you just before a heavy impact. You find yourself stunned but relatively uninjured. The mountain lion isn't finished, its body oozing from the fall. It pushes itself to its feet, killing intent shining clear in the wide yellow eyes, and then... Someone just shoot the thing? The evening air is pierced with the sound of a gunshot. The mountain lion is gone in a flash, leaving a thin trail of blood behind as it disappears into the dark woods beyond the path. As you gain your bearings, you realize that your ice cream is gone. You must have lost it in the fall. Damn, nearly had that thing. And I nearly had you too. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here? Looking to get shot? Do you want some peanuts? You hold out the slippery bag in front of the old man as thanks for saving your life. It's grown quite fragrant since you first put it in your rucksack, like the scent of an old beer. You're pretty sure that's what it's supposed to smell like. Boiled peanuts from your backpack? No, I'm all set, thank you. He looks you up and down with his good eye. Ain't you that Scarlet kid everyone's been saying wasn't gonna show? I apologize for my brusqueness. And I'm sorry for you and Miss Tabitha's loss. You can call me Duke. No need to thank me for saving your life. I think he just doesn't want the peanuts. Duke seems to think for a moment, glancing up at the darkening sky. You'd better not keep walking around on your own out here. Not with that thing on the prowl. I'd hate to think anything might happen to you without me around to save your skin. Tell you what, tag along with me while I finish what we started. And I'll be sure to get you home safe. I'd wager Miss Tabitha would appreciate somebody looking out for you. There's something wrong with that mountain lion. He's probably got cancer, had all them lumps. Doesn't mean it's any less dangerous. If I had to guess, I'd say it's more deadly than ever now. It sees death coming for it. As you well know, when was the last time you heard of a mountain lion attacking anybody? Especially on this side of the mountain, the continent. You're one of a lucky few, so don't ruin it by going off and dying alone in the woods after God did you a favor. I appreciate you looking out for me too, thanks. Don't mention it. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night knowing I'd let somebody go off on their own in the dark with something like that prowling around after them. Stick with me. We'll make sure it doesn't get the chance to take a chunk out of anybody. I don't like the thought of a man-eater like that around my town. You and Duke make your way into the dark woods, following the trail of blood and mountain lion left behind. Before long, the sun is completely set and the two of you find yourselves in near total darkness. Though Duke has a flashlight, Use it sparingly, letting you both adjust to the starlight instead. Every sound feels deafening as the two of you pick your way through the underbrush. Every snapping twig could be the deadly paws of the thing that hunted you. Every rustling leaf, the herald of a vicious attack. But you know deep down, it's probably nothing but squirrels and shrews. Until you hear the unmistakable sound of something large shifting among the fallen leaves. Gotcha. The old man quietly steps forward, gun held at the ready. What the hell? Duke, he scared me. What are you doing out here so late? Stella, I'd ask you the same. But I'm sure I know what has you slinking around after dark. Do you know how close I just came to putting a hole in you? But you didn't. No harm, no foul. Hey, Mark. Where'd you see you out here so late? Does Tabitha know you're with Duke? Gretchen's little nose seems to pick up something she doesn't like. She thrashes in Stella's arms, whining threateningly. Oh, calm down, girl. You know Mark. I swear it gets so hard to hold on to her when she gets like this. Sometimes it feels like she's only geriatric when she wants to be. It's all right, little lady. You're safe so long as you got your mama looking after you. Unlike you, Stella, if you decide to keep doing whatever it is you're doing out here, I think you'll find these woods ain't agreeable tonight. Mark here had a run-in you wouldn't believe. So just go on home and save all this for some other night. Wait, a run-in? What kind of run-in? Was it supernatural? She needs the views. Like I said, you wouldn't believe it. Now put that dang camera away. I was attacked by a mountain lion. A mountain lion? You sure? Oh, for the love... Don't you get started, Stella. We was both there. We saw the damn thing. It was a mountain lion, plain and simple. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just that I did the whole video on them and found absolutely no evidence that they exist out here. Eastern mountain lions are extinct. There hasn't been a sighting in decades. There hasn't been a sighting in decades until now. Your friend here damn near got eaten by one. So if you don't want your last video to be found 20 years from now next to a pile of your bones in the den of some long dead creature, you best get out of the woods. That would be so cool. No, it would not. Your mama and daddy are spinning their graves here and talk like that. If they ain't around to stop you, then I'll take on the responsibility. Go on, get. One man shoos her away. Fine, I'll go. Wait, take me with you. You should stick with Duke. I wouldn't want to have it come all the way back to my place before heading back to the estate. That's so. You ain't just saying that because you weren't planning on going home at all? I'm not sure actually. I might be ending off soon. I might be finishing up this part, then that's how much longer I'll be streaming for the night. Gonna stream again tomorrow, hopefully longer. And do you fully intend to keep wandering around here, out here looking for chunkabungas or what have you? Of course not, Duke. I am totally going to go home. She did not go home. And with that, she starts back down the path, leaving you and Duke alone in the dark woods. There's no getting through to that girl. Once she puts her mind to something, I swear. Damn. We've been stopped too long. Now the old hip is starting to voice his complaints. There's an overlook just up this way. Let's sit a spell. A few victuals along if you're peckish. I got peanuts. Do you want some peanuts? Find your way along. What are these eyes? You find your way along the narrow path and emerge on a rocky outcropping overlooking the dark forest. The sky above is smeared with stars, more than you have ever seen before. It actually is technically my second playthrough, but I don't remember anything because it's been years since I've played. I've only played the first 4 episodes. Currently, I'm running Power Build and Booksmart, I think. Duke interrupts the serenity of the scene with his old man grunts, folding his creaky joints. As he settles in on a nearby log, he starts rustling through a small pack he hadn't noticed he was carrying, pulling out some beef jerky and a couple of beers. At least it's a nice night, even if the circumstances leave something to be desired. Help yourself to jerky, and as for the beer, I was planning on having both cans myself. No idea what I had the last time. Well, the first time. I suppose I can be convinced to spare one. Try to bond over sports. Let's go with this. Let's go Booksmart. Can't blame Stella's disbelief. Mountain lions were supposed to be extinct in new applications. Actually, you know what's funny is I could probably look on YouTube and actually see what I had before. But I'm just going for it because it's been a while since I've streamed. Well, actually, it's been a couple of weeks. That's what they tell me. That's what they tell me. But you saw it. I saw it. And soon enough, it'll be shot and everybody else will see it too. Duke's got something to prove. And they'll stop saying how I'm telling stories or don't know what a damn mountain lion looks like. We're gonna find out something about ourselves. Seems like you and Stella go way back. What do you think of her? What I think she's a nice young lady, and she's been through a lot in her short time on this earth. He lets a conspicuous silence fall between the two of you. The thing about her parents rolling in their graves. Are they both dead? Of course they're both dead, but I want to explore this. Yes, they are. God rest their souls. He takes a quiet, contemplative sip of beer. Oh yeah, I understand that part. I saw that you learn stuff about yourself as you explore. And personally, I'm not a vegetarian. I'd probably forget that during play. You seem like you have more to say about her. Ain't my place to say. So we're moving on. Crisp breeze passes over you. Let's see. We're gonna eat the jerky. I'm gonna have some jerky. We're gonna quickly establish we aren't a vegetarian in this. Damn straight you will. Take a laborious bite of jerky. It's the type of trail snack that isn't very comfortable to eat, but whose discomfort brings with it a deep satisfaction. A discomfort that tells you that you're tough. Forward tough. Heavy like a rock. It's not especially flavorful, but it's nourishment. Protein's protein. Eating it is like how you imagine it might feel to survive off of the old-timey war rations. Except not. Old-timey war rations were horrible. Tasted terrible. I mean, yeah, they were hard to eat, but even worse. I've seen a bunch of stuff about, like, hardtack. I did not eat the leftovers. I kept clear of the leftovers that looked like they were from that one episode of Cowboy Bebop where they find a fridge. Oh, no, where Spike finds that fridge where he put a crab a long time ago, and the mold has grown into something alive, which they also referenced in Space Dandy. Let's see. Okay, let's do this. About what you said earlier. Why did everyone think I wasn't going to come for the funeral? That'd be Miss Pearl Ann's doing. She was never very kind when talking about your side of the family. Well, that's good to know. I'll try eating. That's very Space Marine, actually. The power build makes it so you don't get consequences for eating something so horrible. Bless her heart.
and God rest her soul, of course. But she told everybody your side of the family had sworn off Scarlet Hollow, and everyone who lived here. So nobody around these parts thought we'd be seeing much of you. So, Duke, tell me about yourself. Want to know about me? I can't say I know what there's to tell. I got a beautiful wife, Irma, who I love to hell and back. We've got our boy Bo and our little farm. Our closest neighbor is that bastard Julius Tremaine. But that's neither here nor there. Tell me, what's the biggest pumpkin you've ever seen? I got a feeling you're gonna show me a large pumpkin. Damn right. And it's not just any pumpkin. The biggest pumpkin I bet you'll ever seen. Feast your eyes on this beauty, lady. Duke pulls out his wallet, flipping it open to a photograph of a very, very large pumpkin. I do remember this romance. Big Betty. My biggest yet. Me and Bo are taking her down to the fair this week, aiming to take home the blue ribbon. How'd it get so big? Patience and dedication, and a whole lot of water. Oh, and chicken buck, which of course we got plenty of. But I tell you, them chickens, less lately, but with the mountain lion. But even if we don't manage to track it down tonight, it don't look like that thing is long for this world. One way or another, it'll soon cease to be on my list of problems. Well, good job growing something like that. Can't have been easy. Damn right. It don't always work out. Sometimes you just wind up with some effort size. All that effort for something that wouldn't even take home a green ribbon. I don't know the ribbon system. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how bad a green ribbon is, but I'm gonna guess it's like 4th place. Not this year, though. Everything was just right. All right, I'm bored. Okay, actually, it's again late. Should we get moving? You open your mouth to speak, but before you get the words out of your mouth, your phone buzzes in your pocket. You're getting a phone call. It's your cousin. Let's pick it up. Mark, where did you go? Are you dead? Yes, I am dead. I answered the phone because I am dead, Tabitha. God, your reception is awful. Are you out in the woods? Did you manage to get lost? Who is that? Is that Miss Tabitha? There's a sound nearby, scuffling, and then... What in the... Look, I don't know if you know this, since the big city only has trees with little fences around them or whatever. But wandering around in the woods at night is dangerous. Get back to town now. Don't you worry, Miss Tabitha. We'll get Mark back into you safe and sound. I'll be sure of that. Look, I'm sorry I won't be around to hang out tonight, but I promise I'll be around tomorrow, okay? I gotta go. Don't wait up for me. I'm going to pick you up. The rustling grows louder. That must be my birdie. She's still alive. The call ends abruptly. The bad reception finally gives out. The old man takes a step toward the tree line. Get your thieving hell hands off her. Duke charges forward, flashlight in hand, crashing through the brush. Thing is fast. Which way to go? There's an odd sound nearby, though it isn't the sound of whatever the two of you were chasing. Duke stops mid-stride to listen, and you stop to listen as well. It's a human voice. Damn it, I know that voice. There appears to be some kind of growth. I've never seen anything like it. Jeez, I hope I don't get demonetized for this. Stella, I swear to God. Didn't I tell you to go home? The two of you emerge in the clearing, revealing that what Stella had been filming so intently. It's Birdie, her little chicken body panting desperately. Her little chicken body panting desperate breath as she lies in a crumpled heap at Stella's feet. Birdie? Well, no, what has happened to you, sweetheart? Duke, I just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her. I'm sorry, Duke. I'm sorry too. I know how much you love your chickens. If you really give two shits, you'll delete that footage. Nobody needs to see her like this. There's something really wrong with all the animals we've seen tonight. No goddamn shit. It's like some kind of plague. Better not be contagious. Let's examine this chicken. It has a weird growth. Let's examine the head. Poor little chicken eyes look up at you, glazed over but still rolling around in their sockets with unfortunate life. The wing is barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of the chicken's concerns. Whatever got a hold of her busted her wing up too, little bastard. Yeah, what a bastard. Good God, at first he thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. She can still get better. Maybe she just needs that thing to pop and she'll be right as rain in a couple days. Happened to me once, and there's not much, so much as a scar these days. I don't know. It looks like there's something in there. If you didn't know any better, you'd say this could be sort of parasitic growth. Like a wasp laying eggs inside a caterpillar. Having investigated to your heart's content, you step back and give the bird space. Like, what are we supposed to do, man? That sounds like a very shaggy answer. Duke, I don't think the mountain lion's been getting your chickens. Yeah, no shit. In all my years, I've never seen anything like this. Whatever got that bird, it seems like the same thing that must have gotten at that mountain lion. As you, Duke, and Stella take stock of the situation, sound begins to wrap around you, gently at first, barely a whisper. But then a guttural moan, and then another and another, until suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. I think we should get out of here. Agreed. We've all had enough excitement. Come on, Birdie, let's get you home. Are you guys hearing this? She starts filming again. As Duke scoops up the injured Birdie, the voices in the trees intensify. It's like you're all suddenly surrounded. The strange sound coming closer, growing bolder. What in the hell is that? Don't you step another foot closer, I'll shoot. Don't think I won't. The man hesitates, and the thing steps forward, fixing what seems to be its eyes on Birdie, tucked under Duke's arm. Gretchen starts making ungodly noises, screaming and howling along with the din around you. You and Stella turn just in time to see another of the creatures slithering out from the bush. Gretchen whines and barks, reaching a fevered pitch as another creature malformed hands grasp at her. Oh my God, what is going on over there? As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once, a pattern of unnatural feet and then chaos. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps her Birdie with oddly jointed limbs. While Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries go unheeded. Shit. Get your grubby little hands off my bird. You were born for this moment. Let's take care of business. You rush to Duke's side, your steady hand reaching for the barrel of his shotgun. You grab it, pointing it safely at the sky as you aim a swift, brutal kick at the creature. Its flesh is doughy and structureless, like a loosely packed sausage. That sounds disgusting. Your foot leaves an imprint in its chest, and it stumbles back, clutching at the odd wound. Duke regains control of the shotgun, and you turn your attention back to Gretchen. You pick up a large rock and hurl it at the thing just as it's in the midst of dragging Gretchen away. Your aim is flawless, and it strikes the creature square in its wretched face, lodging itself in its flesh. It scrambles back, its movements uncoordinated, in its blindness leaving Gretchen unharmed. I'm sorry, Zephys, you are missing a cool part. However, if you're on YouTube, I don't think I have ads. I'm not able to yet. One day. And then a gunshot, the scattering of footsteps, and finally silence. You turn just in time to see the creature you knocked off of Duke disappear, bleeding into the tree line. Holy shit. Gretchen, I almost lost you. Thank you, Mark. And Birdie's safe on the ground till we get our bearings. No, I'm not going to celebrate myself on that. We're even now, Duke. We sure as hell are. Damn, thing got away, though. Damn. We have to go after it, right? I don't think we have much footage, and nobody's going to believe us unless... Nobody's going to believe us, period. Stella Richmond, even if we drag the mangled corpse of one of them critters straight out of Dan Woods, I got my bird, and we still got our lives. I'm calling it there. We're leaving. But no, we're gonna leave. Stella, you froze back there. We're not going after those things. I know. Okay, let's leave. You follow Stella and Duke in a mad dash through the woods, and as you follow them, something follows you. The unearthly whisper and moans of the creatures have returned. In the highest branches of trees and down on the forest floor, they're all around you, casually keeping pace with your all-out sprint. Like, my truck's down this way. You make it to the road, but 3 of the creatures stand between you and Duke's truck. Let's go power build for this one. Stay back. Sometimes action is the best course of action. Just beat the shit out of the thing. You take a single deep breath before propelling yourself toward the creatures. Going to town. As they flinch from your approach, you plant a foot firmly in the ground and throw your body towards the abomination to your right, your fist firmly connecting with a powerful haymaker. Its body feels wrong, as if your body had just collided with a bag of loose organs instead of a living creature. Caught by surprise and outmatched by your physical prowess, the creatures leap back and scatter into the woods. You are still the dominant species here, at least for now. Now, Stella, I know you've got trouble with vehicles, but I won't hear any nonsense about you walking back to town. You hear? Get in the truck. You sense the slightest bit of hesitation as Stella pauses on the path next to you. Okay. You squeeze into Duke's tiny 2-seater truck, tucking your legs on either side of the gear shift. Stella stares ahead in silence. She clutches Gretchen protectively, staring straight forward, expression blank as the truck quickly starts to rumble its way down the dirt road. Hey Stella, you good? She doesn't respond. Let's comfort Stella, I guess. You reach out and rest your palm gently on her shoulder. She jumps slightly at your touch, but remains focused on the wilderness rolling past the window, still tense and uneasy. Duke, I don't think Stella's doing okay. Best not to bother her just now. Let's get out of the woods before something else tries to come after us.
He glances over to Stella, his hard face softening slightly.
It'll be just a few more minutes. You'll be all right.
Soon the rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement, and the truck comes to a stop in front of a small cottage.
Here we are, Stella. Safe and sound.
Okay, so I know it's late, but I'm wound up. I, for one, need answers. It's a long shot, but my friend's mom is a weird hippie lady. She knows all about local wildlife and local myths and legends. Maybe she would have some idea what those things were. I said we go over and show her what we have. Are you guys with me?
Hell no. I'm a God-fearing man. I don't go to that witch woman for nothing. Besides, my bed's crying out to me. I didn't sleep before I give anything that happened tonight another thought. The only reason I'm still here is to deliver Mark to Miss Tabitha as requested. She said she'd be around here somewhere.
Where have you been? Tabby, hey. So, I'm trying to talk to my cousin. I called you over an hour ago. How did you manage to get that lost?
I'm afraid it's my fault, ma'am. The woods weren't not as safe as they usually are, and we got ourselves a little turnaround out there. But there's no need to fear. I made sure your cousin was in one piece every step of the way, despite the best efforts of the local wildlife.
Mark, has this man been harassing you?
No, this dude saved my life.
Stella, is that true? I wasn't there for that part, but I'd believe it. Duke is that kind of guy. Okay, but don't think surviving whatever happened out there means you can make this a nightly event. Your cousin sighs heavily. I thought I could leave you alone for 2 seconds since you're supposedly an adult, but clearly you need more supervision than that. You know, Tabby, I was just suggesting we head over to Kaniki's mom and ask her what she thinks we saw in the woods tonight. You should come too. Sybil? Absolutely not. It's late. I'm taking Mark home. Good night, Stella and Farmer.
The name's Duke, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Good night, guys. I need sleep, and so do both of you. Don't stay out too late, Stella. I could sleep after all that. But you guys look tired. I'll let you go. See you around, Tabby. The funeral, yes, but otherwise my cousin and I are busy. Don't make problems for me this week. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's past my bedtime.
Pleasure to see you as always, Miss Tabitha, and sorry for your loss.
Tabitha doesn't respond as she escorts you towards her old BMW. We're gonna save it. It has been like 2 years since I've played this game. Whatever, I do not remember anything. That's all time I have for tonight. Thank you for coming by, hanging out. Interesting. I do have a playlist. Maybe I'll link it. It should be on the stream that I'm currently on. Yeah. I'll redo my description a bit. Anyway, thank you all for coming by, hanging out, checking out the stream. See y'all next time. Hopefully tomorrow. Take care.